Starbucks coffee, whatever that is.
Oh,
That's
I thought
shit.
something bad happened. Shit. Nah, that's okay.
No, fuck Starbucks, man.
I,
But
I I like Starbucks.
I do too usually. But
But yeah,
man,
no,
dude, I need.
honestly, so I remember my dad used to tell me this a lot that with the hot coffee, with the brewed one, it will be a hit or miss because sometimes it tastes like it's burned.
Yep, it
So,
happens at home all the time too. When you have like right now, I have a shitty coffee pot maker because I wasn't really making it. I was just because I was doing the banana in there
yeah,
and blending it.
not anymore.
Fucking took my banana away, so I don't do that anymore. But I was just using I just buy a thing of cold brew.
Yeah.
But you got to be really careful with those. I figured out this was a while ago, but I drove myself into a pretty rough hole, I think, at one point. Because the big bottles that you get, it'll be like cold brew. They don't say concentrate. There's glass bottles that are just cold brew glass bottles in the fridge in the store that say concentrate. Tells you to mix it with water, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Those big ones don't. And they don't taste like you need to mix it with water. And so I'm like, and I'm talking like this much is like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So I was doing cups of Joe, bro. So imagine how
Oh,
much caffeine I was
fuck.
intaking
I'll be
every single day.
cracked.
At least 500-600 milligrams. At least. At
Per
least.
cup.
And the bottle, because I'm sitting here and I went through a bottle in like 3 mornings and I'm like, all right, well, this isn't, because it's like fucking $8. Like, this isn't worth it. So I'm reading it and I'm like, dude, it's like 3 ounces. It's like 175 migs or something. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
I
So
need to look into that. Well, not right now because it's getting colder and I like my hot coffee now, but it's like,
it's been chilly in the mornings here the last
yeah,
couple of mornings, and this is the first hot I've done in a long time.
it's good. But no, I always looked at those, but never, ever, ever got one. If anything, I would
Yeah.
have gotten the. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. If anything, I would have gotten the instant coffee that makes cold coffee, and I would have done
I
that.
I just, I don't know about those.
I like them,
I don't know
honestly.
about those. I've never tried it, but it just doesn't seem like something
I'm
I
very
want.
particular. There's one that is like, I think it's Nescafe.
Yeah.
Um, it's like all very very finely grinded powder. It's like a smaller bottle.
Yeah.
That is like espresso powder. So you mix that on like a glass of water, and it's like an americano. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love it.
I've seen some people using those to make like the coffee like paste. Like it almost turns into like
With
a
coffee, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, whipped coffee, that's what it's called.
I was never a big
I
fan
don't
of that.
know.
I don't care for that. Too much work.
I've never had it. Yeah, no. At this point though, I'm just, and especially this morning. This morning there was no doing anything that I normally slash wanted to slash would have done since the Olympia decided to run until 2 in the morning. Thank you for that. So I watched every last fucking bit of it, which leads me to my next point of what the fuck. That was not anywhere near how I expected that to go.
Nope.
At all.
I think it surprised
I'm
90% of
mad.
the viewers.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. And I'm not happy because of it surprised everybody, I think. And I'm speaking on every class.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mike thought he had it. Thought he had it in the
I
bag.
had
I
Ramon
mean,
third.
dude. Ah,
Dude, Terrence looked amazing.
Terrence did look insane, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter. It only doesn't matter because Ramon came on. I mean, I don't think Ramon
Yeah, but
was
if you look at like
on.
the side poses and the back pose, like Terrence
I
from
agree.
the side,
I
Terrence from
I
everywhere
agree.
looks amazing. Ramon from
He,
the back, his legs looks too overwhelming.
his that's why I was like, that was a big reason why it surprised me. I think he looked phenomenal, but you're right, he doesn't hold up as well as he could in the back versus Mike Terrence.
Yeah.
But I just think at the end of the day, dude, like we saw 212. They clearly went with the size and, and not necessarily the, peeled conditioning, whatever. I think Sean was in better conditioning. And I think that Keon's stomach was a little bit, did you see his stomach looked a little bit distended?
It didn't. So I didn't see much of the 212. I only saw the pictures mostly, but his stomachs, he
Then
has
you probably
that.
didn't see it then.
No, but from the pictures, his stomach always, like his abs are always split.
Not the split necessarily. This year, it just looked. The problem that Nick Walker kept having, where he just couldn't hold his midsection in as tight as he should be able to. It kind of felt like that
Yeah.
at some points. There was just a couple of points where I noticed I was like, "Ooh, he looks a little," And they even mentioned it. I think it was. I think Sean Ray and Phil were doing a interview in between, and I think even one of them mentioned it. But my point being with that was I think this show they took at least for those two classes more of the size into factor because that's really the only. I agree with you. I thought at one point I was like, damn, Terrence might beat Mike. Ramon was not in my thoughts of beating Mike or Terrence.
So I
So
definitely had Mike winning, but I had Terrence beating Ramon. So I would have just those three.
it's
I would
not
have just moved
insane.
Ramon.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but then okay, 212. Did you see the fourth place? Niat or something like that. Freaking 22 years
yeah,
old, dude.
yeah, um,
What
yeah.
is Patrick doing with his athletes? I have no idea.
Some of these up and coming dudes are freaks.
That guy's gonna be on Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no way around it unless he has a misfortune or something like that. But if everything keeps the course, that guy's it's just a matter of time.
Especially Keon's probably going to move out of 212 and.
Yeah, Keon is gonna do a Prague now in like 2 weeks, I think, or so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's gonna be
That's
interesting.
right.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Keon
never
it was
really.
like 211.9.
Yeah, dude.
Like you eat like a crouton extra, and you would have made it.
Literally.
Literally. But then
Dumped a little bit of
Sean's
salt on your head and it would have been wraps.
seriously, Sean's progress from last year till this year was insane. Did you see that
Yeah,
the
it was.
transformation,
It was. Yeah.
dude? I did
Especially
not
not.
remember it being that bad on 2024.
No. And it always surprises me when it's these guys who are not brand new. You know what I mean? That are not like that are seasoned. Like I mean, we even saw. I feel like we saw that a little bit from Derek when he won that first one, where it was like just big jumps in short amount of time for being in the game for
So long.
a good amount of time. It's impressive. It also makes me wonder what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you find? What did you find out that you didn't know
So
all these years? Let me know.
as I can say from experience, see, that's the thing. I know some coaches pull hard, like push hard for conditioning. But the difference between 2024 and 2025 on Sean is not just condition. It's not like just being
Oh
flat.
no, no,
That's
no.
like half a human of width.
Yeah,
Like
it was
Sean,
ridiculous.
Sean this year is like, come on. So I don't know. I know John is very diligent with Jewett,
Yeah,
John's coach, with
yeah,
his training and everything. So maybe it is that he just nailed it and figure out what works best for him. And then also
yeah.
Sean, if you see Jewett's YouTube videos, there's one of the videos that Sean is talking and how he like gets emotional because now
Hmm.
he feels like he found his perfect team, like the best team he would ever have, and kind of like those things matter, dude. As much woo
Oh
woo
yeah,
as it sounds, finding a coach that you trust and that you connect with and that you can just fully let go of the reins and just let him do whatever he needs to do. And of course, finding the exercise that fit. I mean, having your own gym kind of has its advantages. Um,
That would be nice.
yeah,
Actually, I wouldn't like that.
I would. And I don't know, just like when the pieces match, when the pieces
Yeah,
connect perfectly, everything just flows. So I feel that's usually when you see someone making a big jump is because of that. And
yeah.
yeah, you
Well,
see
and it's
Sean
a.
speaking greatly about it.
Have you ever? Because it's the we know how big like stress and like the inner dialogues and that kind of stuff is like on the body, and I feel like I don't know if you've have you ever had a coach where you're just like it just wasn't your favorite experience.
Well, I only had three coaches, and at the
Same.
time, all were great.
So like for me, I've been in that position where like I don't really like, and it's not like a client coach thing where you're like, oh, well, I think I know more than the coach, whatever. It's like I literally 100% without a doubt know that these moves are not the right moves. So there's like that, and then the distrust, and then like there's not really any personability there, and like all of those things to where it's just like I'm just not feeling it. Like that makes you completely just not. I don't want to do anything you're talking about, dude. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And if you're in one of those positions, like you said, like those pieces do matter because the second I left there and got to where I've been for the last couple years, I did more progress in probably 15 months than I did in 3 years. So I definitely agree.
Yeah,
Definitely got to have the right fit.
I thankfully have been lucky with for sure the past two coaches that I had, like Dom and Matt. I've
Well, you
never,
you just invested into people you knew were at the top of the game. You know what I mean? Like I didn't do that. I
yeah,
picked people that were not, you know. So I don't know if I would call it luck because that's smart by you. At the end of the day, you probably did your due diligence. If I know you, and looked into who you were, made sure. You know what I
now
mean?
one of the things that I could be making an argument is, did I need to go with Matt, who was a top coach, and me just being
Yes.
a beginner?
Yes.
Oh, no, no, no. But I mean, like, let's say I could have gone with, I don't know, at the time, someone from J3U, or I could have gone,
I don't know
I
if
don't know,
that was what,
Patrick
4 or 5 years
Tour.
ago. Yeah.
I'm
I
just saying this because at that time, 2021, I believe, Matt was already just, I think that was 2021 and 2022 probably would have been Matt's like peak in success with his clients.
mm,
Like you would see just people blow the fuck up and everything. So I could have just perfectly gone with a coach that wasn't that high. Again, Patrick Tour was up and coming as well, but could have gone there. Phil this. Um, shit, I could have gone with Kyle probably if I saw him back then.
Kyle who?
But Kyle Wilkes,
Oh, okay, okay,
or maybe even Dom from J Go. But
Hey, back then you probably would have been all right going with him. These days doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good.
with whom?
Kyle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why was that? Because of
There's
all the.
so there's so many people throwing shade at him online. Just about. But of course, that's always because I talked to somebody that because like Anton left him, right? All this shit's going around. Rumors, probably 90%, 95% not true. All this stuff's going around. And then I see like, oh, Anton went to Cameron Cheek. Okay. He left Kyle too. Damn, he really must not be blah blah. And I had my own personal reviews from multiple people that he's worked with that
Yeah.
I know personally, and then they kind of confirmed the things that I was worried about. But nonetheless, I talked to someone that knows that whole situation, and turns out Anton didn't leave. We'll just put it that way.
Gotcha.
So it's like you never know. You know what I mean? You never know what's really going on behind the scenes.
It's hard to say because yeah, there's always people that are not gonna have the best experience with a coach.
Oh yeah,
So
that
it's
and that's
it's
I look at it from my lens too. That could happen with me.
And even like if you hear um Kyle's and the other guy, what's his name? Fuck. Anyway, Kyle's podcast that he does with
Anthony.
you, Andrew Berry. There we go. And
Oh,
they say they talk a couple of episodes about what to do when you need to find a coach. And Kyle says like, reach out to my athletes, ask them questions, reach out to any coach's athlete and ask them questions.
which I
He's
did.
like, not which he did, yeah,
That's that's a which I did.
yeah. He just, I find it. I'm not saying impossible, but I find it hard to believe that someone who is actually good at what they do is pretty transparent, pretty open for people to ask. It's like he's like, yeah, go for it. If you don't like what you hear, then don't work with me. I know there's many people that do and work with me and
That's
had great
true.
experience. There's people that they didn't have a great experience, but usually it's, and then they always go into, and we live this situation. It's the effort from the athlete. Like if you tell me you want to do ABC, I'm gonna treat you like and make you do the things for you to achieve ABC. But then if your actions don't match your outcomes, then there's a disconnect right there. And yeah, now it's we have that issue of not demonstrating the same effort that you're saying you want to put, and then if you
Yeah.
don't give me the effort, I naturally won't give you the effort, not consciously,
No.
but it's just like you give what you get, you know. So
100%.
it's on that aspect. So
That's
you never know which of these people that are not speaking good things about someone, how their actual story went through.
and that's why for me, like I'm perfectly fine saying whatever I want to say about, whatever, because like in that scenario I'm complete opposite, right? If I'm
Yeah,
doing literally everything to a fucking T, you're getting more effort than probably even asked of me, then hey man, you know what I mean? Like if that doesn't match,
I
I'm not
think
going to
like
say it, I'm not going to say it does.
I find it very, very rarely people that do everything to the T that are speaking bad experience out of someone. It's not that common, honestly, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I personally know was Regan King,
Mm-hmm.
because he was with Matt as well before going to Justin.
Okay.
And he didn't say anything bad per Matt's coaching. He just said like he was taking a long to reply. He needed more from a coach, and Matt wasn't giving that to him. So that doesn't
See
speak bad of a
that
bad coach. It's just he wants some more better communication, more frequent communication, and stuff like that, which
that's
Matt
a
at the
great
time wasn't
point.
giving to it.
That's a great point because I feel like in my head I'm putting those two things as the same thing.
Yeah.
And as we're talking about this, I'm thinking, like we've conversations we've had. I'm like, yeah,
To add to
for
the point before you continue, I remember you told me from your interview with Kyle that he will be like, if I don't make any changes, I will just thumbs up your thing. And
yeah,
okay,
hmm
so Nick Walker, he says like when Kyle doesn't reply to his check-ins, he's like, "Yo, motherfucker, what are we keeping the things the same or not?" Like he does this even with Nick Walker.
see, but like that doesn't. That's not a good look. Like that doesn't.
It's just his thing. Like
I
some
know, but like
people,
that can't be. Not answering me can't be your thing, bro. But again, like
or
he
like a
doesn't
very
need
dry
to.
answer. I agree, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm on your side. I at least need
No, I
like
know, I know, I know.
everything looks good. Let's keep going. Good. Not a thumbs up to my check-in pictures. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But I'm just saying that is how he coaches, and that doesn't mean he's a bad coach. Which goes along to what
No.
you're saying about
Yes.
mixing things in. Yeah,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I was like that. That's the first time I've ever separated those two things in my mind. But again, I think that I think there's some athletes like I think me and you in this position would be very different. I think not that we don't both want the same things, but I think that if I was not getting that communication and that and it's not even like text me every day, whatever. It's just like if I send something in, like get back to it reasonably. But like if I'm having those issues and you're having those issues, I feel like you would be more likely to still nail everything that you're doing and not really necessarily like worry about it or whatever. Like for me, I'm that type of athlete that's like, I need some type of confirmation or, something like that. You know what I mean? Like my head's going to go to those places like I was talking about earlier of like distrust. Oh, are they even giving a shit? Blah, 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 blah. All those things that you really probably don't even need to worry about. But I don't know. Maybe you would act the same.
Well, I would act the same if I'm being told to do something that I'm really like skeptical about it.
Well, no,
You know
that's
what I
not what
mean?
I mean. Just like all the stuff, everything makes it, you don't necessarily question the plan at all. It's just that, like we're talking about with, Kyle and Nick, like that situation, like just the communication is not necessarily there.
Yeah,
You're always wondering what they're thinking,
yeah.
that kind of scenario.
No, no, yeah, I got it. No, what I was saying is like I would get into the point that you're saying if there's something that I'm being told to do that I'm like
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
skeptical.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I mean, with Matt, sometimes he will take on a bi-weekly check-in. He would take almost a week to reply to my check-in, like Thursday, and then
Yeah.
I'll get a response on the next Tuesday or maybe Wednesday. But from that time, I'm like, I'll just keep doing
Yeah.
what the
Hmm.
plan was. It's no response for me. It's still like keep going. I still want a response, like confirmation bias. But for me, if I don't get a response, I'll just keep the course because there's no reason for me to move out of it.
Yeah.
Everything's been working, nothing's wrong. Especially now that I'm more knowledgeable than back then. It's like if I don't get a response for like let's say perfect example with Dom, he changed his phone and a lot of WhatsApp conversations never made it through. I didn't know. And I didn't get a response to a check-in until like Tuesday because he sent him a group message about this. He's like, please everyone just resend everything. I'll get back to it. I'm so sorry. WhatsApp didn't get the chat, so I don't know who's missing and who's not. Whatever. Okay, send it again. But from Sunday morning till Tuesday afternoon that I got the response, everything's good. I don't feel bad in any
Yeah.
ways. The only well, the recovery has been taking a hit, but it's not like I'm gonna die or anything. No, it's just keep going and then we'll reassess whenever he replies. Like it's not a big deal. So that's how I see it. It's just no response. All right, I'll just keep going until told otherwise.
I'm just so, I mean,
Fuck my water.
weirdly enough, extremely, obviously, very patient, have to be, but also same side of the coin. I'm very impatient, so it's like, especially like in prep, like I mean, it's not something I've dealt with or anything, but like as soon as I send that checking in, I was talking to Courtney about this the other day actually, but it's like as soon as you send the checking in, like I'm not thinking, I can't really think about anything else until I get that
Yeah,
next move in this scenario. Obviously, like off season, I was doing like every 2 week check-ins. Like it was kind of was what it was. I probably could have handled that, most of that on
yeah.
my
In
own
prep,
in
it's
between.
definitely different. Like in prep, I'm
Yeah,
like, I need a faster response.
yeah. Especially when I'm looking at myself and I'm like, damn, you're still so fat. You only have like 7 weeks left, and you got like 20 pounds to drop. Hey, man, how are we gonna get this? But it's. I mean, it's rolling fine, but still, that goes through the mind. So I'm like, until I see my next move, uh, I'm gonna sit right here and stare at this message.
I'm not gonna do anything bad or anything good. I'm just gonna do nothing.
Yeah, I'm
We're
going
like
to
just
sit here and
waiting.
stare at this until you respond. So I'm just
That's
gonna
what you
start.
do.
I'm gonna start FaceTiming him on Tuesday mornings. Hey, bro, let's just do this shit now. I'm not.
Just like Nick Walker. Just if you don't hear anything, just be like, "Yo, motherfucker, what we're doing."
Yeah, nah,
That's
that
it.
would work for him. That would work for him. But yeah, I mean, going back to Nick, dude, like I did think that he was going to be real close. That was
Okay, speaking of him, something went
prior to
wrong.
going into the show. That's what I was going. Prior to going into the show, I thought he was going to be right there.
Everyone did.
Yeah,
At least top four.
I, I just think it's him. We see him all year without being next to these guys,
No, 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 no.
and
I actually so I know what you're saying, but I legitimately think something went wrong. If you look at his face
oh,
when he
100%
came
because he
out,
came back better.
yeah, but even on both situations, even on prejudging, especially in prejudging, as soon as he came out and started being compared, you see it on his face. He's not like happy. He's pissed about something, and it's
Mm,
not like that fire of like wanting to beat everyone and winning. No, 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 no. Something went wrong. There's something in there that didn't go as it should have gone, and he knows it, and you can tell. And that also kind of backfires on you because now your stage presence, as we spoke on the last podcast, I believe,
yeah,
that affects your stage presence. Now everyone, the judges can see that. The
yeah,
judges can. I mean, if I can feel it through a screen, they can definitely feel it right there, a couple feet away. So now there's like, what's wrong with him? Let's see what's wrong with him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that I'm sure that aspect put him down, plus whatever went wrong, which clearly sucks, dude. I definitely had him higher. Um, my favoritism for him, of course, had him winning, but I know that realistically, there are many better options. Like clearly, Samson has a better physique. Derek, I think Nick
Samson.
could easily beat Derek, but not easily, but Nick could beat Derek for sure. Hadi, I
Yeah,
don't. I feel like if I need to pick, I will pick Derek because I feel like Derek is a prettier Hadi. Same stats,
yeah.
same high, better shape, better
He
flow.
do, he doesn't have the conditioning, but
No, but he does have everything else. But if we go for
yeah,
conditioning, then Nick always beats the fuck out of everyone.
dude, that was the biggest. That was the biggest thing because he just looked just a little like soft, and I was seeing in his like Instagram pictures, and obviously that's like internet shit. So you're always going to see on the stage, but even in like videos, you know what I mean, that were just like whatever, he still looked a, a good enough amount better
Yeah,
than when he
yeah.
did what he did on stage that I had him way higher. But also, again, like when you put them next to these guys, it's like
Do you know what I
there's
actually think went
when you're
wrong?
just looking at Nick, it's like holy fuck. But when it's you know what I mean, like when it's surrounded by four, five, six other holy fucks, he kind of just doesn't look.
My
He has
lord.
even less flow than like Derek and Hadi. So it's like he just looks like a ball up there, and I just don't think they like that. I think that's another big problem for him that he has no like he's just a mass monster, and if it was just a game of mass monster,
Yeah.
he'd be
I
yeah he might be a shoe in,
I
but
honestly, now that I'm keep thinking about it, I think I could know. Fuck, rhinos. What went wrong? He was talking on his Instagram videos of how everyone starts backing off until show day. He's like, "No, we keep pushing. I keep pushing." But I don't think
with
he ever
training,
done that before. Yeah.
oh yeah
So I
yeah
think because of that there was a lot of inflammation going on. He doesn't push to failure, but he still probably pushed the envelopes with the weight and the intensity. Obviously,
you don't think he was training that hard up until the show previously?
no. This is the very first time I heard him saying that. I don't know if he did the same for Pittsburgh. Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just going from what I heard. I'm sure he will come out and say if something went wrong or not, or at least he will say that
Probably.
yeah, something. Yeah.
He's always usually pretty open
Um.
about it.
Fuck. I love my train of thought. But yeah, no. We everyone was surprised by Andrew though.
Oh yeah, he shocked everybody. That Samson being fourth, I mean that killed me, bro. You know how much I love Samson. That fucking sucked. I'm not necessarily. I don't think he should have won, but fourth sucks, bro.
Did you see him
It sucks.
smaller?
Not really, and especially not at the finals, like at the night show. He looked even better then, and he just got better as he posed. I don't think so. I think it was more of Andrew being so close into the mix, and then having because let's if we look at like last year when they were doing like the top three, four, like he didn't really have to play with the guy his height and size. So it's like once you have that, and Andrew is like objectively bigger than him. So I think that whole thing is kind of where maybe that people were trying to throw that out there, but I think he looked just as good as ever. It just wasn't good enough to, they had the same game as last year, bro. I don't see enough from the two Oompa Loompas for them to throw him into fourth. I just don't, bro. I'm sorry. I
No, no,
don't.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't. He should have been at least third, but possibly second. But I don't know. I think Andrew did beat him just a little bit.
yeah,
I
maybe
like Andrew too.
I would move Hattie to fourth and everyone else up a spot.
I like that play too. Andrew he's like a
He's a funny
badass little
guy.
kid, bro. They yelled at him all night long. And I think it was Battle of Texas maybe last year.
Hmm.
He did the same shit. Every single show they have to yell at this he like he don't listen to nobody. He is
No.
such a dick. He is such a
Did you
dick,
see
dude.
the point when he's like next to Nick and Derek? He's like, yo, back to the line. And Nick goes back, and then Derek is like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, he's like everyone's. He wants to be like everyone's dad, but at the same time, he's a
I
kid.
know. Yeah,
Dude,
literally.
okay, this pisses me off so bad. Logan, Franklin,
What makes you mad?
on the prejudging when
His placing?
he came out like when they call his name, he took his damn time to come out, and then he's like, when they call the next guy, he just kept
He
posing.
kept
I'm
posing.
like,
Yeah, I,
mother,
I don't like that
like
either. Yeah, and
if you come
it
out
wasn't like a
late,
couple seconds.
no, it was a good amount of time. Like if you are
Yeah,
late, SOL, bitch, move on.
yeah.
There's a schedule people need to go through. It's like they can't.
Unless it was their fault somehow. Like somehow it
Yeah,
was
but it
the
clearly
show's
wasn't.
fault. But yeah,
He's just stayed there because he clearly started late, and then he just stayed there because he just wanted to pose. And it's like, I would DQ, bye.
uh huh,
Or at least I will give
yeah,
you I will give a warning. Like beginning, it's like if you stay for longer than we call you, because there's 63 fucking competitors,
dude.
you will get marked down, you will get DQ'd, whatever it is. He looked amazing, but
Hmm.
I I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did got marked down because of that.
I don't
Like,
think he
come
would.
on.
I think he was in a position where I personally am not a huge like his physique's nice, but it's not anything that impresses me like crazy, to be
He's
honest.
very Arnold-esque.
He is, but I don't really like that look.
No, me neither. I like the hourglass, but
That
he's
look's
like
not winning in this day and
he
age.
comes
Yeah.
as a V taper, but then it's pretty straight from the bottom.
Well, and he has like a Wesley Vissers problem in his legs. You know what I mean? Where they're lengthy, kind of. They're like longer, and they just need to fill out some more. I feel like.
I
Um,
don't think it's the length. It's just the sweep is not there. Also, what happened with Wesley? What the fuck?
I don't know. I think that so he made a YouTube video talking about going open at some point, but he said he wasn't going to do it right now, and then he fell off the face of the earth in terms of like updates in that. At least from what I've seen, I used to see his shit all the time. I don't really see anything that much anymore, but I remember watching that video a few months back of him, being like, "I'm going to do that, but not right this second." Then Urs did it. So I
I
don't know.
think he said. I think when he said it was after Earth said he was gonna do it.
That's possible too. It's
Yeah,
possible.
but still, I'm like, I
I
love
don't.
his personality is like so
Yeah.
so comic book ish. He's like like his personality is like fucking like, and especially his accent is fucking hilarious. But
Yeah.
one thing that makes me laugh the most is Samson's drama on stage. Like, look at everything like with drama. It's like, come on, bro, you're on stage. Just do a bug double bicep. Come on.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. I love it. When they switch him to the side, he's like in shock. Like someone announced like the most tragic news ever. I'm like, come on, bro, move. It's funny. I like
Just keep it
you.
going.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
Yeah,
I'll give you props later.
he's a goof. Yeah, I have no
I
idea. I
I want to
I
go.
need to check in on that. What?
Oh, I'm saying I would love to go to Olympia. Angelica
Oh
was
yeah,
asking me yesterday, he's like, what would have you do if you were in Vegas right now? I was like, I wouldn't be in the hotel right now.
yeah.
I'm not paying to see it live. I'm going for the I would have gone for the expo only and then pay the live stream.
Bro, hell no. If you go to Vegas, bro, you gotta go act to the actual thing. I'm hoping they move it back
Bro,
and
it's
forth.
like what 400 for like the farthest seat?
Oh well, man. It's a
No.
once in a lifetime opportunity.
There's once a year opportunity. What do you mean once in a lifetime? It's like I'll go in another year when I can pay for better seats. Like right now, I'm not gonna spend $400 for the
I
farthest
wonder
seat.
how much like close-ish is.
I saw seats that were upwards 1,000.
Nah.
Like if I understand the excitement and everything, but if you ask me, that's my trip to Argentina.
Yeah. I could do a lot of other things with that for sure.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is like even right now, like the $400. Like if I was in Justin's position, yeah, fuck it, here you go. I'll pay for the biggest thing. But we're not there yet. So in the
You'd be
meantime,
paying for mine too.
I know you'll be paying for everyone's. But since like as of now, like if I would be having someone that competes like a friend of mine, like a very close friend, and they would go, then yeah, absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
or like I would look into it. Depends on what seats they get, whatever, whatnot. But honestly, do you know how many people go to Vegas and they just watch the live stream, like do the same exact shit?
I'm not doing that. I gotta go.
I would love I would love to go to the expo more than not because I've never been.
Yeah.
Even though it looks chaotic and like a fucking
Oh, it
overwhelming
is.
situation, I would go to the expo, then do like a watch party at the hotel or somewhere.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, shit, you can whenever I get there, you can come out and show love.
Yeah, if you were competing, I would have bought the ticket.
Dude, the men's physique Olympia.
Bro, okay. Ryan Terry. He's like the personification of fucking Ken or like Max Steel. Come on.
I love Ryan Terry, bro. I mean,
Yeah, no,
you
he's
just
great, but
can't.
he's just like it's way too like perfect. It's like they took him for a from a fucking cartoon or something.
Yeah, like a
He could literally,
superhero movie or
yeah,
something.
he could literally be like Max Steel.
Yeah,
Fucking
I, I,
hilarious.
I
Or
mean
James
his
Bond.
his physique has been on. I mean him saying that he's going to come back and do it again next year was surprising.
What?
I don't know. I guess just because when he won his first one, it was his last year. He was going to quit after that.
Huh.
That's just because of not winning, and then he won that one, and that relit the fire. And then he won the second one, and I was like, dude, after he goes, a three-peat because he had a kid and he opened a gym, and like he's been there for years.
Yeah.
I just figured, you'd probably drop, but I guess like at that point, it's and unless you're fucking 50, it's like keep holding your belt. But if that was me, the whole getting six ring blah 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 blah, like trying to have them, dude, after I win like three in a row.
I
Oh
think
well, if
he
I didn't
should
have the most, like, come
I
on, bro,
think
you
he
still
should
you can't
go
tell me
until
shit.
he beats Jeremy's record.
Ali is going to beat him next year.
Huh?
Bilal will beat him next year.
The one who got second?
Yeah,
Do you see the beef between him and I think Brandon?
he had beef between everybody, bro. He'd been talking
Is he
shit.
that cocky or he just
No, he's a really nice guy. He just, I think he has a little bit of Ebanks kind of style with it, where he kind of does put on this
facade?
like smooth, like I don't, nonchalant kind of new
I
kid on the
I
block
I
kind of
got
thing.
that. I didn't took him as like an actual shithole.
No, he's a very, 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 very confident person. Extremely, rightfully so.
Yeah,
Once he has some more size, dude, if he can bring up his back, he will. He'll his front shot is disgusting.
yeah.
I mean, it's
I agree.
crazy.
I agree.
He just needs some more size. He's really young. It's going to be his. Aaron Banks washed. I don't even want to see him on the stage anymore. I mean, like I don't know where Chiron was. I don't know what happened to him.
He's partying in San Diego too hard, probably. I saw him one time. The one time I go to a club in San Diego for one of my friend's birthdays,
You saw him in there?
he was there in one of the tables. Yeah, I'm like, ah, I know that guy. He was like fucked,
Oh, I bet.
but
I
at least
bet.
he looked like it.
I just couldn't live that life, bro.
No,
Not while putting tons of steroids in my body. Like
I would not do that life, bro. I had a wedding last weekend, the Argentinian wedding.
oh yeah, how was that?
Amazing, but like so much food.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I drank one glass of wine on the wedding venue and one espresso martini, and I was already like feeling it.
Oh, dude.
And then, dude, ten
Oh, dude.
thirty,
Yeah.
I'm like, we're leaving. The wedding venue was until up until 11, but then my friend, the one who was getting married, he was gonna do an after party, Argentinian style, at his winery house.
You said you're not going to that.
No, dude, I went to the house the next day because he was doing like an asado, like traditional Sunday asado. And oh, I said that asado is super young, super American. And I asked him how was it. He's like,
It's
"Yeah, dude,
happening,
we stayed until like 6:30 in the morning." And I'm like, "Fuck."
dog.
And
Mm-mm.
then when I got there at noon, they were already drinking more wine. I'm like, "Bro, please stop." Fuck. Was I like that back then? Shit. Now I'm seeing it from like a
Gross.
different perspective. I'm like, dude, that's not good. Even like the older people that were coming in, they were as soon as they come in, say hi to everyone, and they already start grabbing a bottle of wine and start drinking. I'm like, fucking hey,
Mm-mm.
dude,
No.
I cannot.
No.
I could not. I
Make
had
it a joint.
one glass of wine that day, and that was it. I'm like, I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
I had enough wine for like the remaining of the year until Christmas, and enough food to last until Thanksgiving too. I'm like, I'm good. But
Oh man, dude, I'm gonna miss Thanksgiving food this year.
I don't care Thanksgiving food.
Oh, bro, I tear that
I'll
shit the
back you up. I'll
fuck
bring
up.
my container if you want.
I tear that shit up.
I prefer Christmas food,
Well,
honestly.
I won't be around any family, so it won't matter. It's
Oh
not like
yeah.
I'm gonna be at somewhere and like, oh my god, I want this so bad. No, I'll be sitting right here eating my rice and dude, my food. I'm getting fucked right now, big time, dude. Like, oh my god, five. I'm doing about 720 calories of cardio a day. So like
Ouch.
that's not. It's really not hard, but it's just like fuck me. Like every single week, it's just another like god damn it. Drop my food to I have
720 calories. How long is that? 40, 60 minutes?
about 60. It's weird. Like the other night, it was 53 minutes, and then it ranges between like the mid 50s to 60.
Mm.
Depends on what machine I do too. If I'm on the treadmill, it'll take the upper limit. If I'm on the elliptical, it'll take a little bit less. But but yeah, so I'm doing that. I have, I mean, it's got to be low 2000s or under for my food. Has to be. I have 300 grams of rice on the day, and that is the extent of my carbohydrates. Um, and the rest is meat and fucking coconut oil, basically. So,
Okay, so I would say this. I would actually like tell you go do the math, like calculate it, because when I put into the macro app my food for like when I was 2 or 3 weeks out, I was on like 2100 calories, and I was like fairly little, like me size wise. So I'm
hmm
like, damn. But I was eating like 3 meals with ground beef, plus like here and there some
same.
carbs, and plus here and there some extra fat. So I had like 80 grams of fat 2 3 weeks out. So I was like, wow, I'm actually fucking surprised I was eating that much.
Oh,
I
my
was
fats are probably still. I have 25, 30. Yeah, probably at that upper limit of 80ish right
Yeah.
now.
So you may
I would
be
say.
like on the 2000 or something.
So I was at just below 27. Then he dropped my food like 400 or 500 calories. So
Mm.
yeah, it's still I'm still over 2,000. I'm not gonna. And even if I was, whatever, like that part's super easy.
Pantereta.
I had a guy. We haven't done that yet. But actually, it's a guy I'm going to be competing against. That's Yeah, it's gonna be a dog fight. I'll tell you that. But he slid up and was like, "Dude, I don't." On one of my stories I posted, he's like, "I don't know how you're smoking. When you're on prep, like I had to give it up, whatever." And I made some snarky comment back, but like that stuff is not the hard part for me. Like the food, it can go as low as it needs to, like whatever. It's just you get to those walls where your body's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah.
sucks, and then you recoup, whatever.
I love food, but I don't love it enough to the point that I would say I would rather do more cardio and still have some food. I'm like, no. I would rather not do as much cardio and have little food. I'm like, there's I'd rather deal with hunger than with like physical fatigue, like actually struggling physically. I'm like, that's just stuff.
I
Hunger is like,
just
I just drink more water, do whatever. I don't care. It's like whatever.
I agree too, but I also think I want to be fed as much as possible as well. So it's like it's not going to work like this ever. But if it were like, hey, do you want to eat 1,200 calories, or do you want to do 2,000 calories and do a couple thousand calories of cardio? Like if you had that choice, like I'm going to take the cardio throughout the week.
So, but that depends. Like your decision will depend also on how you feel when you get asked that question.
Well, if for
Because
me, it's
so
a like emotion out of it. For me, it would be I know because we've done this before too, right? And I've done cuts before without Justin where I did it in an opposite way. He, I know he likes to do this, and this is definitely what he does for me. He'll crank my movement up well before we do anything with the food, and I feel a lot better doing that. I feel like I can sustain that consistency way longer because like I can get up and do an hour of cardio in the morning. It's not really gonna like up until I started doing car details throughout the day, I didn't feel really
yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
fatigue. Like I was a little sore more than usual, but like it wasn't anything crazy. Adding that's what's made the extra bit. But like I would 100% rather crank my cardio no matter what. Like I'm hungry right now. I'm still glad that he gave me more cardio and took away like he would have probably had to take away more food if he didn't up that
Yeah.
cardio to 5K per week. So.
Well, no, but I mean, like, so my highest cardio that it was, I think it was like an hour and a half total for the day.
Per day. Oh
Yeah,
my
an hour and 15, an
god,
hour and a half. I know I was doing like 45 in the morning and then
fucking
like
sucks.
30. Yeah, but I would rather
Oh,
do that and have the food that I had. Like, let's say that was
yeah,
like my highest of both. But at that point, if you ask me if I would wanna eat less fats or like because that's the only thing you could have taken out possibly, or do like an extra 15, 20 minutes of cardio, like upper hour and a half, 2 hours, I would have been like just take food out.
well, at that point
Because
you're kind of
so
pushing
there's
your limits at that point though.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. At that point, I would rather get food taken out than get more cardio added in because there's just we can push with less food, but there's a mental and of course a physical aspect when it comes to pushing physically that it just becomes way counterproductive. And this goes along to like there's like if you do more, even if you have the same amount of calories, you may push your recovery much in a
Yeah,
worse spot than if you would just
yeah,
take calories out.
hmm
So from the purpose of being able to still recover and save whatever time and energy that I have left for the actual training and cardio that I do have, even with less food. Because if you're still like, even if you're low percentage body fats, you still have energy to pull from somewhere in your body, from besides from food. Yeah, you're in a very deep deficit, but whatever. But then again, when it comes to that point, it's just like you still want to prioritize your recovery, and I feel like by doing less output will help you more than doing more output with the same calories.
Yeah,
So
I agree. Yeah, I was more thinking like
plus,
off the bat,
no,
like
off the bat, yeah, please
up until a
add me
certain
cardio. Yeah,
point.
keep the same for
Yeah,
high. But then again, it's like shit. What I was gonna say. Also, yeah, from a time perspective, I don't want to spend 2 hours of my day doing cardio plus
no,
the
bro.
hour and a half doing training. Like,
And then another 30, 40 minutes of posing.
yeah, so it's like I have shit to do, bro. Take food out because I need time and like to do other things. I can
Yeah,
like I understand when you're on
but
prep that kind of takes the driver's seat, but at the same time, it's like we still have to pay the bills. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, and that's been the biggest thing this time is like I don't have that option anymore. I don't live with mommy. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't have the option to drop all of that. So it's like that's what people don't understand who don't do or know anything about fitness, bodybuilding, whatever. It's like and where people run into these problems in relationships and with family. It's like, dude, you don't understand. Let me, I put it in perspective. I have hour of cardio, like you said, hour and a half of training, so that's 2.5 hours right there. I have a 30-minute drive to the gym there and back, that's another hour. Like, it's already 4 hours and I still got to do another 30, 40 minutes of posing. So you're looking at 4 to 5 hours of my day that has to non-negotiable be dedicated to these things. Then I have life on top. There's no room for you here right now, bro. Like I had a friend, he hit me up. He lives here in Florida, and they were getting like this big house or whatever. Him and his family were gonna be chilling somewhere here for a week. He was like, you can
mhm.
come hang out, stay, whatever. And like we've been back and forth, like trying to link up since I moved here and hang out. And it's just like, I was like, I there's absolutely no possible way for me to step out of my routine here. You know what I mean? Like it's just not going to happen. So like you miss out on things like that, which for us doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, I would rather be doing this anyways. But that people don't even think because they've never been there, done it, so they can't even fathom. And like some people just think who are outside of it, just think it's like such a complete waste of time and like,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? One of those things. And it's just it's funny because if I had control of one of those people just at random and like force them to do everything I did throughout the years, and I could have two of them, and one of them's running the path they're running, the other one takes the path that I give them, like they're gonna be a better, more successful person. Like I made this post about it the other day where it's just like I was looking at where I was and who I was in 2021 versus now,
Oh,
bro.
completely different person.
Not I mean, and it's just there is I know me from 5 years ago. I wouldn't be a literal piece of shit
Yeah.
still. like
Bro, it's like your
complete.
life can change. I'm not the same person that I was 6 months ago. Did you see the picture with all the books that I've read?
Dude, you've been going nuts
I
this
don't
year
think
on
I've
those.
ever read that many books in my life.
Dude, it's still
Like, not
something I
counting the
want to get
books
on
that they
to.
make you buy for like school material was. I'm just talking like actual
Yeah.
books.
Yeah, that you chose, yeah.
Fuck. No, even like from school that they make me read. Like, let's say you need to read fucking the influence by so and so. Like, they make you
Yeah, I
read
never
actual
read
books.
those.
I'm just saying, like, not the full
Yeah.
big ass textbooks for the class specifically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I've never read that many books. Like, I'm already past the one book a month. I'm killing it. So that's what I
That's
didn't mean it for like
insane.
bragging it, but if you didn't talk to me for the past 6 months, you don't know me anymore.
Yeah,
It's like
completely
you have
different.
no idea. Even from
Hmm.
conversations with my clients on how I'm able to like just help them mentally and advise them and how I speak. I caught myself one time. I'm like, shit, you can tell me you've been reading without telling me you've been reading. He's like, yeah, no, I
Yeah.
can tell. My client was like, yeah, I can tell. So he's like, fucking hilarious. But I
I
know
have that
you.
feeling.
Yeah, I know you gotta leave. You said like 11, but do want to wrap with a funny topic.
Yeah, here in a little bit.
I went yesterday
Actually,
to
yeah.
grab
Or
some
soon.
McDonald's fries.
Oh, did you freeze?
Hello.
Oh, you froze for a second. That is a good time to cut it. We already know
Okay.
what happens after that.
Well,
We
well,
already know what happens after you freeze.
we'll see if it does or if it got fixed. But I went to get the McDonald's fries for the post that I made for the reel.
I saw that, unfortunately. It hurt to see you eat those. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, I haven't had McDonald's fries in a while, and I'm like, okay, those are good. But in my opinion, there's
Yeah,
two that are
well,
better: Chick-fil-A
there's 1,000,000%
and Shake Shack.
and Five Guys.
I haven't had Five Guys in a while, but I remember I know people say like it's fire. I need to go again and get fries.
Yeah,
But I'm having like I had like 7 fries. I'm like, that's good. I could finish the whole pack, but I'm like, I'm
they
gonna
are
put it
good.
away.
They are good.
But bro, I haven't had fries in a while. But give me your top 3 ranking of fast food fries. If you
Five
say In
Guys
and
is
Out, I'm
top.
gonna spit on you.
In and Out is absolutely disgusting.
Good.
Five Guys top. Chick-fil-A for sure second. This one's crazy, and I haven't had them in so long. But Rallies
Dude, I was actually thinking of that. So one guy
or
commented
Checkers,
on my
whichever one you
TikTok.
have.
Yeah, one guy commented on my TikTok video. He's like, go have Checkers or Rallies. You're gonna love those." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I saw
I
there's
mean,
some Rallies in
there's
here.
they go crazy.
Do you know
They
what
are
someone told me to do with the fries?
bro, it's raps. It's giving me a message that's saying trying to reconnect.
Oh,
So I don't even know if it's recording right
well, we'll see. But just
now.
for the sakes of it, someone said that I actually would try put honey on the fries.
Yeah, fire.
I'm like, that's
Fire.
a pretty fucking good idea.
Yeah.
I would definitely do that. But the milkshake or like mixing in the McFlurry, for example, I'm like,
Bro, go to Wendy's and get a Frosty and dip the fry in there. Trust me,
I
bro.
don't know if I can
Trust
do
me,
that.
bro. Trust me, bro. Trust me. Look, I tried your fucking bananas and chicken and shit. That's what you're gonna try.
Okay. Can I do it with my Ninja Creamy?
It's not gonna be the same, but you can try it.
Mm.
Sure. It has to be a Frosty.
Because it's
Dang
like soft
it.
serve kind of shit.
I don't know what it is about it, but
Oh, I mean the
it's
texture.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect. It's perfect.
I would definitely love to do it with the Chick-fil-A fries. I feel like you can grab more with that.
That's pretty good too. Yeah,
I'm
their ice
still
cream's pretty
I'm still
solid.
waiting for the sweet potato fries on Chick-fil-A that they say they were
Eh,
gonna bring out. I love sweet
I
potato
probably won't be a
fries.
fan. Mm,
If they're
they're all right.
crunchy outside and then soft inside,
Yeah.
I will fuck some up right now. But yeah, all right.
All
I'm gonna go
right,
cook my
Joel.
sourdough. I'm gonna meal prep my sourdough.
I can't wait to have sourdough back, baby.
Oh, I
Can't
know.
wait.
And then you have Steven having like 7 slices on the meal.
That dude. I mean, I'm on the road to pushing him to like 600-700 carbs a day, bro.
Yeah, he can eat. He can put down some
His
food.
life. I'm very. That's one of my like proudest kind of coaching things.
Mm,
Just because the way his life's changed. Like he's starting to work with this modeling agency, so he's doing that.
nice.
He's completely changed his physique. His mindset is unbelievably different from when I met him. So like it's been crazy to watch him grow, bro, and so
That's
quick.
good.
So yeah,
The progress is fucking
but
insane already. So yeah, good for you guys. All right,
all right, y'all. We appreciate you. We will see you next week.
peace out.
Peace.
Hopefully the video recorded properly.